And I was like, Kristen, just walk up to it and dick tap him and then be like and subscribe.
Sometimes you have to create your path just by like starting.
How did the three of you meet? And I'm like, at the gym, she's our birth mother.
Yeah.
Just because I've like quit in the past doesn't mean I need to think that I'm gonna quit again.
It's like the big comfy couch.
Some people thrive in their own destruction and chaos.
Craziest things that could happen
Have happened, yeah.
Like, can
Just
we go?
Perfect. Nailed it.
She's so hesitant.
I know. She's like, no, I think bad
I don't
things are
know.
happening.
She's like, maybe in a minute, but not right now. Man, animals are just the best.
Yeah, I agree. I've really, really, really been enjoying my time at home with Sterling.
Yeah.
Like, I miss that little bird. I love that little bird so much.
Yeah, I get it. Like when I'm with Ranger at home, I'm just like, this is just the best. When she's cuddled up, like next to me on the bed.
Yeah, my bird like snuggles up to my cheek. She'll get on my shoulder and she snuggles up to my cheek and she'll like give me little kisses on my mouth. And I'll sit and sing to her and she'll just like, she turns into like a potato. She literally just like squishes down like a little potato.
It's so crazy.
It's
She just
so
feels like so comfortable.
Yeah. Well, the first time she ever opened her eyes, I was the first thing she saw. Like, I was already taking care of her before her eyes were open.
Loved
Yay.
every morning getting to play with the chicks and the ducks.
Yeah.
Out.
Sometimes they have quail and stuff like that.
Yeah, they didn't when I was there, but they.
Oh, you guys were recording.
The bad part
Oh,
was
we were.
Yeah.
The chickens for eating,
Yeah.
like the Cornish.
Yeah.
Because then they were. I'm like, oh, you're gonna die in like 6 months.
Yeah.
That
The
part
other
was-
ones only lay eggs for about 2 or 3 years and then they're no good too.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that's how chickens worked.
Yeah, chickens are. I mean, they can have a good life, I guess. Not the Cornish ones.
Yeah. I mean, once they're done laying, you don't have to like get rid of them. You can just let them live
Yeah.
out their life. But
Yeah.
you have to replenish your chickens every year because after about 2 to 3 years, they start laying less.
Yeah.
And they get older.
The more you know.
Welcome back, bitches. We have to say the intro, and we also have to come up with an outro.
Our outro is always like just the camera dying.
The camera
Yeah.
dying, but now we, in theory, should have a memory card that will prevent that from happening.
Oh, so we can make an outro. For
Yeah.
I kind of
So
like just the like abrupt.
You've never watched it.
That's true. I just like not having to do an outro.
Yeah.
My favorite outro, I've told Michelle this a few times, is on Not For Everyone. They say, "This has been Not For Everyone, it's your fault for listening."
That is good. Sorry we wasted your time.
Sorry we wasted your time.
I feel like that's kind of negative.
No, I know, I'm kidding. That's what I'm saying.
I
They're
thought I
saying.
was
Like,
like-
it's your fault for listening.
Yeah.
Sorry we wasted your time.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah.
We're not in the early 2000s on YouTube. Like
Is
and
that like
subscribe.
was
Yeah.
that a thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a
Oh,
thing for
yeah.
like little kids videos.
We should
Oh no, I feel like everyone says that on YouTube.
Really?
Like older YouTube videos, yeah. But
I'm an older person, so maybe that's why
Michelle's
it's one
like,
of the things
this
I
is
watch.
true.
Nailed it.
There's a comedian, Adam Ray, that I watch a lot, and he does a character who he, like, I guess kind of modeled after his nephew, and his nephew grew up in, like, the YouTube world because he's a little kid. So his nephew's like and subscribe.
Yeah.
And it's just hilarious.
what was the scenario at the gym that you
the
would like?
dick tap?
You were like,
No, it was the dick tap.
oh, that's what it was.
Oh, did you do
I thought it was that, but it was
No. We were talking about guys
I know some
poking
gesture.
through, and I was like, Kristen, just walk up to it and dick tap him and then be like and subscribe. Oh
my god, I should. You'd be like, ow!
We asked my ChatGPT AI assistant to write an episode of the gym in the style of The Office, including like screenplay. It has like screen directions in it, or like stage directions.
It's like
It's so good.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with ChatGPT.
So here's how I see that one going down. We have to get an animation version of us, and then have the animations of us
Commission
play
it
out.
on like
No, I was
Fiverr.
saying we should like act out a scene, but like and Kory could be in it. But that would be a little
Kory
tough.
gets mentioned again on the podcast.
Yes.
Because we know he's down. He's down to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's also like doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
So he would be totally.
Bumped my mic. That's gonna be like BAM! The audio. No, I love that Kory the other day was like, "Good morning, Barrett. I thought that you would be next in line. Like Michelle and I bet on it who would be next." And I was like, "Oh yeah, Kristen's in her car, and she likes to sit in her car."
I don't linger in my car before. Never.
Well,
Just
not
after.
before, just after.
Yeah.
Oh,
never
I
before.
don't see you before,
Yeah.
but
No,
I was
I
like,
get
she
right
likes
out.
to sit in her. I was like, she likes to sit in her car, and he's like, "What, does she have like an existential crisis in there,
Oh.
or something to that effect?" I was like, "Yeah, she'll. When we pull out, we sit or we park like behind her, and she sits with her brake lights on, or not brake lights, reverse lights on.
Yeah. I get ready to go, and then I'm like, oh, hold on.
Yeah, like I can't commit
So
to
you
going
sit there with your reverse lights on
And
and
they're
your
like-
brake lights on.
Yeah.
Just for a long time, and we're both behind you, like,
But,
should
like,
we
can
just
we go?
And I'm not even paying attention. I'm just like, I
Yeah.
don't know why I do that though. I don't know why I put my car in reverse first. I've been trying to be better about that because I'm like, that's very annoying.
Yeah.
Like if someone did that to me, I'd be like, what are you doing? Like, are you backing up? Are you not?
Sometimes I get to the gym and I sit in my car and I'm like, fuck, this walk into that door is gonna suck.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
The
it's
walk
been-
from the parking lot into the gym is
It's been
like a
brutal
wind
lately.
tunnel.
The other morning I had a really bad walk to my car. Like
Yeah.
I like couldn't find I had already turned my car off and like opened the door, but then I realized I didn't have my other shoe. And so I'm like trying to find my shoe, and this was like the really, really cold day.
The 11-degree day.
Oh, I was getting so angry, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, oh. And then I got in, and that's when our friend was like, "Oh, you can go out to my car and get that thing." And I
Oh
was
yeah.
like,
You're like,
"That's
I'm not
happening."
going. I'm not
Yeah.
going out to the car.
I'm not
It's way too
breathing
cold.
that again.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it is a bit like having to climb a mountain just to get from the car into the gym.
Yeah,
You're like,
it's a
oh.
struggle.
But in July, it's like you pull into the parking lot.
Oh.
There's a beautiful sunrise
You're
happening
just like,
over.
yeah.
So
I took a
nice
picture
in the
like
summer.
Yeah.
every single day in July.
Yeah,
It's like another
The
beautiful
sunrise
morning. And now I'm
is-
like, ah.
because the sun rises like right as you're driving there.
Yeah.
Well, now it would be we go there a little earlier. No.
No, in the
It's
summer
like
it was
5:30,
fun.
5:40.
Yeah.
Can't wait for summer.
I can't either. It's so nice.
I'm
going to the
trying
gym
to
in the
like
morning in the summer.
appreciate what winter is.
Mhm.
Uh,
I think
every
we're
time-
doing a good job, but when
Every
think
time I
about
have
summer-
to walk to your house and it has been icy and then it snows over the ice and I can't see where the ice
Yeah.
is and I'm like slipping, I'm like, no, I'm gonna wish this away.
Yeah.
Screw being grateful for winter for what it is. Like,
Well, winter is a time of rest, and we all had a week of rest because we had COVID. So we're like, okay, I rested.
Mhm.
Let's get back to doing things again.
Yeah.
Like especially hiking, we all like being outdoors
Yeah.
and stuff. We're just ready to be outside playing
Yeah.
again.
Man, and that sun today, like gave
Yes.
me a little
oh, it
taste.
felt so
Yeah,
good.
the sun on my face when I was driving around today I was like, oh yeah. It's
You know what I've realized? I really enjoy naps when it's really sunny out and the sun is shining on your face.
Are you a cat?
Maybe I like to but it's so weird because at night, if there's light in my eyes, I cannot do it. But like if it's daytime and I'm napping, the brighter the better.
Interesting.
But when I got home today and I was gonna nap, the sun was shining like right on my face, and I was like, "Oh, this is so
To be
nice."
honest.
I would love to shuffle this deck. And
She's resisting my shuffle.
See what this mother. Dude, that was so funny when Kory's like, how did the three of you meet? And I'm like, at the gym, she's our birth mother. And I was like, Katarina's our birth mother. I was wrong.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Oh, he
Yeah.
sent me more pictures.
of his tattoo.
Yeah, because he got it colored in, so he sent me some new pictures.
Ooh,
He's
I'm
like so
excited
proud
to
of
see.
it. I love
That's
it.
good.
It's so
I should
cute.
respond to him on Facebook again because he sent the last message, and I just think I talked to him about it in person. And,
Oh, yeah.
I feel like we
Right
used to
one.
sit with it and like hold the deck each for a few minutes and then we just pass it.
Oh,
Yeah.
she said it's this one. Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
we
Look
did
at
used to sit with
Saja
it more.
sitting behind the camera. Are you the director?
Look at her.
She
She
is
looks
the
so scared.
director.
She's like,
Are you the
Oh,
director?
slow blow.
I look at you.
she always looks so small. She always looks like unsure.
My mom says she's like a deer in the headlights.
Always.
She's like,
And even when
She's
she
so
squinted, she
cute.
was like,
Dude,
So cute.
that slow blink is how cats tell you they love you.
Yeah. Because in the wild, it's like, or not in the wild, but like
Yeah.
their ancestry, it was if you close your eyes in front of one of your kind, it means that they won't hurt you.
It's
Like
like
you
a
trust them to
submission.
not hurt you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like showing your belly, like your soft part.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like what they
she's
say
so
when dogs look at
beautiful.
you when they're
You're so
pooping.
beautiful.
They like really trust you.
I haven't heard that one before.
Have you?
What?
You look at yours already?
Sorry, I saw what it was and I was like, oh fuck.
You gotta clean it up.
Yeah, I saw it. I'm like, there's no way that's it. And then I'm like, it was. No, I already know.
I know.
We all know.
What do you think it's about?
Oh, we know what
What it's about.
That's hilarious. Hey, don't go Saturday.
That's not what I was thinking.
I know what you guys are thinking, and I'm thinking the same thing too, but there's other things
There's
too.
multiple things.
There's
Yeah.
other things too.
But the main one is,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. We don't have to
a
call it
relationship in my life that probably
Needs-
should end.
Needs to end.
And I know it needs to end.
out. Or at least the trajectory that it's on.
Yes.
It needs to
go.
continue down.
Because I don't see any
Yeah,
reason
and
why you guys
that's
can't
kind
still
of
be
what
friends.
I'm trying to do.
Alright, let's see what ours are.
Yeah.
Ready? I am so mad.
Oh my god.
I got what you got last time. She got why? Why do we keep drawing the same fucking cards over and over? This is statistically so unlikely.
Also, we
How
were
is
thinking you might have gotten observe, which Y is almost like the opposite. Well, I
Yeah.
guess it's like to look and
What is my why?
question.
So, okay,
What
so
is, I don't know what yours is.
I know it is.
it's that one that I got last time, the yang,
Oh.
the male energy.
It's
You're
getting
gonna,
shit done. It's this.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, okay.
that I've been like on my game with. This,
Okay, you're like, it's
with
time to
social
be
media
more
stuff
yeah,
and podcast
professional
stuff.
with this.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I think my why is like, your why is always changing. Like the last time I got this card, it was like, because there are things that I want to achieve, and so I have to move towards that goal. But I think my why now is like, I neglected my home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
In order
quit your
to
job
achieve
yesterday. The universe is being like, okay, well, you figure out what you want to do and why.
Right. So now
you knew you needed something else, but
Right.
that something else from
what's
Holly
the
was not
important
it.
thing? Yeah. What's the important thing now? What's your why now? And I
Right.
think my
Name
why
drop.
now is, like I said, I want to be at home to cook. I want to be at home to make sure Sterling is okay. I can still work and I can still achieve my other goals.
Mhm.
I just don't have to do it with all of my time.
Yeah, right. But I think
Yeah.
Holly was a good like reminder to you that you liked working.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was just a reminder that like if I don't do something, I can become stagnant.
Yeah.
So it was like, don't be stagnant because you actually don't like yourself because it's kind of like
Mhm.
being depressed. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? You're just like, every day is the same. I'm not contributing in any significant way is a big part of it. Like when you were talking about wanting to do like charity work and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes that kind of stuff matters, like being able to contribute to your community in a
Yeah,
better
for
way.
sure. I mean, someone's got to do it.
Right.
It's-
And even though I did love being at home taking care of my family, and I was very lucky to be able to have all of that time at home to
Yeah.
focus on my family, I needed to also be contributing out in the world in some way. And so Holly got me out of the house and got me busy
Yeah.
again so that I wouldn't become complacent.
Right.
Yeah.
But because she didn't have and I tried to help her, and she never even made time for me to sit
Yeah.
and help her. Like,
Yeah, she
if
kind
you
of
don't even have
resisted being
time
helped.
for someone to try to help you, I can't help you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
She
rather
was-
than me keep feeling bad about the fact that I can't fix all of your problems, I had to just be like, okay, bye.
Yeah,
And
and
I
you
had
did
to
it
walk
like
away.
gracefully and respectfully.
Yeah,
I
should say.
did. I was trying to be as respectful as I could.
Yeah.
And I have no regrets from walking away from
Yeah.
that, honestly.
Wait, did she ever reach out to you? I can't remember.
She did try to call me, I think more as to be like, what time are you going to get here? Because I think she got there and I wasn't there. And she was like, what time are you going to get here? I do feel bad that it was on Melanie to tell everyone that I had came in and like turned in my stuff and said I quit. I shouldn't have put that on her shoulders. But I also at the time didn't realize that everybody else had quit and Melanie was pretty much the only one left. So.
But also Melanie tells Holly, and then that's Holly's job to relay the information.
Melanie has been severely abused by Holly.
Oh, I bet.
And she's the one who was like, my family got an attorney because they don't think it's okay for me to be treated like this at work.
Oh my god.
There was one episode where the van keys came up missing. Remember that episode? And she like just went off on everyone who was at the store screaming at him, and that was when they recorded her. And
they secretly recorded.
They recorded the way she was behaving, and they were like, "This is like completely unacceptable."
Yeah, good for them.
And it was ever since that moment that I kept the keys on me so that this could never happen to everyone else again. And that's why when I quit, I had to just return the keys and be like, "Here's your things that never got lost again once they were in my possession." Obviously, because I keep track of things, but it was just like everyone kept trying to help her get organized, but her disorganization just destroyed it every time. And no matter how many, I don't know how many people before me tried to help her. I know Delaney did.
I'm sure they all, listening
I know
to that.
A lot of people have tried to help her, but some people thrive in their own destruction and chaos.
I think a lot of people are so resistant to change because, or to making improvements in their processes and their systems in their life because the discomfort of change is like not worth it.
Yeah, because Holly's probably like, ooh, there's going to be a lot of like uncomfortable conversations I'm going to have.
Like new learning and...
Yeah, and
the most uncomfortable thing for her is to look at the fact that everything ran smoothly when you were in Florida for a week.
Yeah.
You are the problem.
Yeah.
And that's the conversation that she's not willing to have with herself. And like what is everybody just supposed to send you away in order for your business to run smoothly?
Right.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So
well, I'm glad you got what you got out of it.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you're done.
Yeah, it was a good motivator, and I'm done, and I'm still able to make money. I still am fine.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have to worry about that.
Shout out to Uber Eats.
Yeah. Thank God for that. Being able to just work my own schedule and do whatever I want to do. And still be at home for my family, which was getting neglected, and so I'm really grateful that I'm able to be there now.
Yeah.
My why changed back to home, so, and it
I think
needed to
it's
be
like
there.
home with a balance of work. It's not just
it's like home and self work.
Yeah.
Like, in a way, like you're doing things that are important to you, like carving out time on your color coded schedule for like sterling time.
Yeah.
I think is
She needs rehab right now.
Yeah.
So I have no choice but to like do my job, the thing that I actually trained for because I wanted to, which is a wildlife rehabilitator. Like this I know. When I see that she's like struggling, I'm like, oh, this I know how to fix.
Yeah.
This is who I am naturally.
It just makes it even harder to not be there.
It makes it harder to not do it because I'm like, oh, this is my nature is to do this.
You're Mother Nature. That's what you do.
Right. Yeah. And because of that, because of the fact that I am selfless when I'm taking care of Mother Nature, I think the universe will always provide for me in order to do that.
Yeah.
It'll always make a way. You know?
Yeah. We're getting so many of the same cards. That
I was like, we don't need to read this at all.
I don't need to read it. Yeah.
I know.
You said that yours is
Clean
about
it up.
like getting
yours is a little bit, but you know.
Yeah. Well, I still want
to
to talk about it if that's okay.
Yeah. Please do. Please do.
Yeah. So I think I mentioned a couple episodes ago that I wanted to get. Yeah, it was New Year's that I wanted to get back into trying to be present online because I have done that in the past and I found joy in it in the past.
Yeah.
But I've always quit because of fear of vulnerability.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this week I've watched a lot of content, listened to a lot of content that's encouraged me to realize that like everyone's a beginner at one point.
Oh yeah,
and I've been a beginner many times, and I've learned a lot from my experiences.
Gosh. Go ahead.
What were you gonna?
No, so I sent myself a voice memo the other day because there was a quote from this podcast that I was like, I need to remember that, so I sent myself. But it was a quote, and it was like, kind of, if I remember correctly, it was kind of along the lines of like failure leads to success. Like you can't, but that might have been from a different podcast. But now I don't know what it is, and now
look at your voice memo.
All right.
But yeah, I think in the last week I've kind of realized that we've been consistent. We've been doing the thing.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep doing the thing, and it's okay to have like hope and excitement about it. And just because I've like quit in the past doesn't mean I need to think that I'm gonna quit again. And I think that it's exciting. It's exciting for me because I really love having a project. I'm such a project person. Like when I was, between writing a book and like making videos in the past, and
that's how I feel about my house.
I was gonna say, like, even my move was like a project for me. I like having something that I can work toward and seeing little things and improvements, like having little microphones this time.
Making it better.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fulfilling.
So whenever I am starting something new and I'm feeling all the apprehension that you were talking about, I always remember the story that Mike told me when he was learning how to play bass. The guy that was teaching him how to play, there was this one song that he kept trying to play, and there was this one part that was really hard, so he would just like not try that part and do the other parts. And then he goes, the guy who was teaching him goes, what are you going to do? Wait until you know how to play it?
Right.
Like, you have to start with not knowing in order to get there. You can't just wait until you know it, because then it's never going to happen.
Play it.
Do
okay,
it,
well, I haven't listened to the second one. My voice sounds, I hate hearing my voice.
Put it on your microphone.
You can
okay. Oh, shoot.
Yeah, you got to put the bottom of the phone on the microphone.
The path is created simply by walking it.
So that was one of them. And I butchered it, I had to go back and listen to it, but it was basically like, sometimes you have to create your path just by like starting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that kind of reminds me of the conversation we had the other day about how with your like finalizing actually being divorced.
The way I look at that is like, it's happening in its own way right now. Like, I don't really know what the path is, I don't really know
that's what I mean, like you're just like walking it, but it's not going to happen on its own in a way. Like, you do have to walk.
And I will.
But
and
also, everything happens in its own time.
I know.
Like, a thing will happen in its time, and you'll be like, now's the moment.
Yeah,
it's right.
Because that's how it's been for me in every step of this process, is I'm just like...
It really has.
Listening to kind of, like, what I feel like is next, and then it's just kind of, like, happening. Because I know deep down what to do. It's just, like...
Yeah, and you just keep taking, like, the steps every day, and that's... Yeah, I like that quote.
All right, this is the other one. I don't know what it is, though.
There is a time for departure, even when there is no certain place to go. By Tennessee Williams.
I wanted to give him props.
Tennessee.
See, I like that one for you.
Yeah, I do
because
too.
I feel like sometimes you need to know that the next step is safe in order for you to take it.
Yeah.
Rather than just going, I know that's the direction I need to go, even though I know
that's probably why it
landing
resonated
safe.
so much. Yeah. Because I was like, oh, like, yeah, you don't necessarily need to know, like, what's next.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I said that today. I said...
You kind of did talk about this today.
Yeah, I was like,
That's weird.
I think she wants to have the next relationship lined up before she gets out of this relationship.
Or like a guarantee before you move on.
But I'm starting to, like, realize now that I don't.
Yes.
Yeah.
But now it's like the cutting of the cord.
Yeah, I think it would be easier for you if you had something, like, lined up.
It's not even, but normally, yes, I will agree with that normally I am like, ooh, I don't want to be, like, alone, so, like, I'll try and find that next person before, and I will 100%, like, own up, I do that, like, I have always done that. But in this case, I actually don't feel like I need that next person right now.
Right.
Like, I'm actually like, I'm good. I just need to figure out how to, like, you know.
Like, the best stuff happens to us when we step into the unknown.
Oh, for sure. I agree with that completely.
Because then anything can happen. Like, you can try to plan and everything, and you can be like, well, I need it to happen A, B, C, blah, blah, blah. But when you're like, let's just see what happens, and you jump, then the universe is there to just be like, I know what your greatest desire is more than you do.
Yeah.
And now I have a chance. Now you've left me an opening to show you what I know about you.
That's
Yeah,
very
and
true.
trusting that you can handle whatever happens.
And I feel like I know I can. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's like what.
That's what I think
What
you're
else
there.
could go?
What's the worst thing that could happen?
Yeah, like it's happened. I think like the craziest things that could happen
have happened. Yeah.
I mean, like a death, but even that's happened. Like you get through it.
Yeah.
I don't think the universe wants you to only experience the worst.
No, I don't think so
No,
either. But
but
it's kind of
preparing
like
for
a
it. Yeah.
trusting in like what I have nothing to lose, but like it'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah,
The
everything
sun
is a
will
learning.
rise.
Yeah,
again.
like we were talking about that vicious cycle the other day. Remember about like
which of the vicious cycles?
about how you have to like accept that, like you accept that after bad things happen, usually good things happen.
Yeah.
But then you also have to accept the fact that like when good things are happening, like bad things are probably going to be around the corner because that's just like the circle of life, I guess.
Because everything's a wave.
Yeah, like
There's
you're
always
always
a up
going to
and
go
down.
through downs, and then you'll be back up, and then like you can't have the
But
good
also,
without the bad.
it's the contrast that provides like any insight into either feeling.
Sure, yeah, and
Right,
I think
how
you
could
start
you
to
know what's good
appreciate.
without the bad?
Yeah, you start to appreciate the bad because you're like, well, this will inevitably make me stronger, and the end of this will.
I was thinking the
This too
same
shall
thing.
pass.
Good,
Yes.
no, good things, bad things, strawberry.
Oh, that's
Strawberry.
true too.
Yeah.
Both of those things work.
I got her with it at the gym
She
today.
did too.
My fake tattoo.
Oh, like
She didn't know.
She showed me the
I showed
picture
her-
of her, and I was like, "Oh, is this when you got your ass dressing?" I was like, "Wait, is this from the other day?" She's like, "Yeah," and then she pulled it up and showed me. I was like, "Wait, how did you not show this immediately this morning?"
That's
She's
what
like,
gave it
"Got
away.
you," and I
Yeah.
was like, "You son of a gun."
I was like, I would have never fallen for that.
But also, Dylan was
What?
right next to me watching the whole thing. So
Yeah, he was right there.
Yes.
What do you mean you wouldn't have fallen for that? Because you know that I wouldn't impulsively get a tattoo? Or
Sorry.
okay.
Because no, I guess if you would have just shown me the picture,
Mhm.
if you would have just shown me a picture and not said anything, I would have been like, oh, cool, what'd you get? And then if you would have showed me that, I would have been like, that's
She
not
did,
real.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Because
yeah,
it's like green.
yeah.
And
Well,
I knew
it's
that
yeah,
you
it's
wouldn't
not
get
like
green.
developed yet because it's well. Have you seen it today? Because it's not really green anymore.
Oh, it does look better.
Because
Okay.
it's ink box.
Oh,
So
okay.
it took 24 hours to
That
develop.
makes sense.
Yeah, I just
Oh,
put
yeah,
it on
yeah.
while I was at the tattoo place, which was funny because like Tate's over there like getting an actual tattoo, and I'm sitting there like holding the water against my
I
arm.
cannot believe how big her tattoo was. When
I
you
know,
said she was
yeah.
getting a tattoo, I did not think it was going to be. I mean,
Yeah,
she
I saw it
got
in
a very
person.
She saw it
beautiful
today,
tattoo,
yeah.
but I did not expect it to be so
Yeah.
big.
Yeah, it's our family's birth flowers, and then her the quote is "Memento mori, memento vivere," and it's remember that you'll die and remember that you're alive.
Yeah.
Like inspired by her job as a hospice nurse, obviously, but I think
Aw.
it's placed really cool because you can see memento mori like, from the front, and you can see the other one from like the side and the back. So
Yeah.
it's kind of broken up. I was like, Audrey, that's poetic.
Yeah.
Audrey, the
She is
tattoo
poetic.
artist.
Yeah,
She's so cool.
she is. I like her a lot.
I think she'd be a good guest.
She
Yeah.
really would.
She used to work at a prosthetics clinic.
Oh, I
She
didn't
would
know
help
that.
fit people for. See, I'm doing
We're
it too.
all going to do it, yeah.
She would help fit people for different like kids for cranial adjustment
Dang,
helmets and
that's
stuff.
Crazy.
And she did that until she was, I think she said 37. And
I do
she's,
remember
she's
that
42.
tattooing was kind of like a new thing. For
Yeah,
her.
she's 42 now, and she's just starting her
So she's like an artist
studio.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
For
it's
her.
crazy how many clients she has. Like she posts on Instagram
that's all.
like
yeah,
every day. She
mean-
had 3 appointments yesterday.
yeah. She's
Oh, yeah.
not hurting at all.
No,
Like,
she's doing
very
well.
great.
She's
Shout
really
out.
talented.
Yeah.
Shout out Audrey Henry Tattoos.
Yeah, we all.
Shout out to all
are about
18
to.
returning viewers.
Yeah.
We appreciate you.
We do love you. Thank you, viewers.
Thank you, returning viewers.
Yes. That
We
might
love
be a
each
good
and every one of you.
outro because I'm about to fall asleep.
You're about to fall asleep. Okay.
What is our
I was
outro?
gonna say group hug.
Okay. Oh, I like it.
I was like,
It's like the big comfy couch.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch that show? Do you remember
That might
show?
really suck on the microphones though.
Until next time.
Yeah.
That was fun, yay!
And now it's bedtime.
Perfect, nailed it.